Hello everyone, myself Dr. Ramkumar Krishnamurthy. Today we'll be talking about problem solving. So before that we should know what is problem. So problem, it just gets the definition, something which arises certainly or sometimes it gets solved by the computer programming where it take some inputs that gets processed and gives the results. So the problem gets the solution with the help of the computers. And some of the examples like finding the greatest number and giving the factorials and sorting of the alphabet numbers and even sorting the characters, the names, like that. Next we'll be talking about problem analysis. So problem analysis, analyzing the particular problem, that analysis can be done dividing the large program that will be into that smaller parts where each part takes some inputs that gets processed and gives the results back to the user. That results will be available in the form of solutions to the particular problem. And this has the sequence of phases where starts from the beginning to the end. So we'll be looking into this the following steps to solve a particular problem. The very first one, understand the problem, and the second one, formulate a model, and the third one, develop an algorithm, and the fourth one, write the program, and the fifth one, test the program, and the final one, getting the results. That is, after the testing phase, we'll be getting the results that can be evaluated in the form of solution. The number one. So here, in an example flow, you can take calculating the average grades for all the students in a particular class. So in this we'll be taking the inputs like just receiving the grades from all the students. It could be getting the inputs through the keyboard or getting the files like in the form of textual files or document files or CSV file or anything it could be. And second thing, all the receive files that gets processed by doing some task or taking the adding all the things and dividing with the number of items, and then the results will be getting the form of output like the grade values of all the students. So the very first step we'll be seeing in very detailed manner. The very first one, understand the problem. It's quite strange sound it makes, like these are all the some common things. What input the data or information is available, and then what does it represent, what format is it in, is anything missing, do I have to everything that I require, that I need, what output information I'm trying to produce, what do I want to do the results looking like a textual thing or a picture or a graph, what I'm going to do have compute. So all these things will come into picture. And second thing, formulating a model. So based on the previous findings, previous questions, we'll be able to formulate which model will be able to do that. So the entire problem will be decomposed into smaller parts. Here you can see making the computer mathematical computations by taking the previous one, finding the average. Here x1 refers the first grade, x2 refers the second one, and x3 refers the third grade, and so on till that last number of grades put together divided by the last number of total number of iterations. So it gives the average value to get the solution. And the third phase, developing an algorithm. An algorithm, we can say it's a collection of sequential steps or the coherency steps that reach to the user aim or user goal. Okay, and the definition is an algorithm is a precise sequence of instruction for solving a particular problem. So here the precise sequences are quite essential because that contains the constitute number of steps. It should have the finite number of steps, and that should be very accurate as well. For example, here you can see that the another thing, it gets differ from pseudocode. So pseudocode, it's a quite simple and it's a concise sequence of English like instruction giving for the solving particular problem. And the fourth one, writing the program. So writing program is often required or we can say it's the next level of it is a next level of algorithm also, we can say. We will give the input and we'll get the results. The processing phase also will be there, that will be aligned with the algorithm what we have seen. For example, writing a program, you take that the following example, set the sum of the grade values to 0, So we are just initializing the some grade value to the 0, and then loading all the grades from x1 to the xn from the particular file, and repeat the operations number of times, getting the grades, grade 2s, grade 3, like that, and keep on adding all the values to the summation one, and finally computing the average that gets divided the value of sum, and gets divided by the total number of items, so then printing the average. So this will give you the solution of getting the average grades for the students. And the fifth one, very essential part, testing the program. So what is it? Testing the code, what you have done, whether it is working fine or not, whether you are getting the desired results or not, that can be tested with the help of this phase. So it just gives it is either reached the success or it leads failure, that can we can find out in this test program. And finally evaluate the results, whether by doing that we can use some evaluation tools. For example, if you are taking that average, the grades, where we can put up the numbers by doing manual calculation and evaluating that whether it gives the correct results or not. Okay, so these are the things, and I'm done with this. Hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.